This is the updated Opel Grandland, and although it's an update, there is some light being thrown on where Opel family is headed. It's the first time getting the Opel visor at the front and featuring an integrated IntelliLux LED pixel light that's got 168 LED elements, or 84 per headlamp. There's also night vision that can detect people and animals up to 100 metres ahead, not to mention the ergonomic front seat certified by AGR experts that run the campaign for healthier backs. It's going to be a very interesting future because Stellantis has taken over. Well, Stellantis has brought things together with the Opel range, PSA group and all that sort of stuff together. So Grandland kind of fits into the CSUV segment. So 1.2 litre pure tech, 1.5 litre diesel. There's two hybrids, a four-wheel drive and a two-wheel drive version of it. There's a lot going on. There's a lot happening. No pure electric one coming out of it just yet, but it does look like an interesting future for what Opel is about to do, especially here in Germany. It just seems to be the market to have at the moment. I notice on the road here a lot of Teslas, very few electric cars, like not many Nissan Leafs or anything. It just seems to be very slow uptake here. I'm looking at the cars coming at me, and it's a mixed bag of just petrol and diesel cars. There isn't even a hybrid among them. Land Rover Defender, Kia Ceed, you know, just ordinary German cars. Every once in a while you'll see a Tesla among them, and it seems to be the only electric car here. So I don't know whether that's going to be, or the urgency is on here in Germany right now. But let's go over a little spin in the Opel Grandland. We'll start with the 1.2 litre, we'll move on to the hybrid as things move on. So let's start with the plug-in hybrid. It's a 1.6 litre direct injection turbo with two electric motors, an 8-speed automatic and electric all-wheel drive. The system power is 221 kilowatts, or about 300 horsepower, and 520 newton meters of torque. There's a 13.2 kilowatt hour lithium ion battery with a range of up to 65 kilometers according to WLTP2, or 69 to 67 kilometers on NEDC2. Now this is the 1.2 litre pure tech engine one as well, and it's actually quite nice. Listen to that. It's a turbo petrol engine, which is probably the last of its kind now. I don't know whether they're going to go with that over here. I find it strange. I said that there. I just find it a little bit strange that you see a lot less electric cars here in Germany, the home of the car, the birthplace of the automobile. Mercedes-Benz, like everything here is automobile, and yet I really don't see a lot of electric cars. The odd Tesla here and there. Now I'm in a rural part. You might see more towards Frankfurt, which is just up that way, or you know, Munich or Berlin or somewhere might have more electric cars, but right here, this part of the country, nothing. Nothing. Which is why I suspect we are on this trip looking at nothing but hybrids, diesels and straight petrols in this range. And I suspect that's exactly what's going on here. That, like, there's a Dodge Ram. I don't know if the Germans are all that interested in the whole electrification system. I think on the outside they might be, but the German population, I think, isn't, because they're too expensive. And because the infrastructure probably isn't even there yet either, you know. And like I said, this is the home of the car. But anyway, moving on with the Opel, I'm sitting in the 1.2 litre pure tech one. I noticed there's no active cruise control in this model as well. We do have Android Auto, which is running currently. Apple CarPlay is there as well. I like the dashboard. I like the physical layout of things in here as well. It's actually quite a nice little layout to everything in the car. It does have active lane keeping. We discussed this in the press conference this morning. There's quite a bit of safety equipment on the car as well. Optional, most of it is you can have night vision on these cars as well. That's able to pick up animals and people at night time, and will warn the driver 100 meters away. You can see it on the screen. I suppose a little bit gimmicky, those kind of things, those safety things, because realistically they're I suppose slightly covering up for the fact that they don't have a lot of engine modifications to talk about, because the engines we're driving here are older engines from Opel and from PSA, the whole group, Opel as well, and now of course Stellantis being the group that's brought them all together. Interesting transformation, no real change since Stellantis came in. I think that group thing is just tidying up, you know, duplication of work placements and jobs and that sort of things. There's more what's going on. I'm reminded that I can hear a gearbox and an engine in this car. I've been driving a lot of electric cars this year. One or two of them have been really, really good to drive. The vast majority are a bit to drive. They're not. This is actually quite nice to drive. There is also other parts of the lineup with plug-in hybrid, 1.6 litre direct injection turbo with one electric motor, 8-speed automatic, front-wheel drive and a total system power output of 165 kilowatts or 224 horsepower. There's also a 1.5 litre diesel, 4-cylinder with 96 kilowatts and 130 horsepower with 300 newton meters of torque though, which is pretty good, and an 8-speed automatic gearbox. The NDEC fuel consumption on that one is 4.6 to 4.3 litres per 100 kilometres. For those who are complaining about the small SUV segment, the C SUV segment is the largest segment in the Irish market, accounting for 22.7% of all sales. And that is all registered cars up to July this year. That's 20,500 units sold in this segment. So if you keep buying them, they keep building them. This represents a 22% market growth, and so expect more of these kind of cars. Next up for Opel is the Astra, and here's what that looks like. It's pretty good, right? 5-door hatchbacks and States will be back on top soon, I think. It's hilarious. It's hilariously quick. It's like clown shoes, look. I like this car. This is good. It's kind of stupid, which I kind of like stupid cars because they're made for enthusiasts, but they tick all the boxes of the, you know, well, yes, you're environmentally friendly, but you have 300 horsepower, but you're environmentally friendly, it's okay. But yeah, 300 horsepower. Let's not talk about 300 horsepower. The noise is always more exciting, I think, than the actual experience of it, because like you do that in an electric car, a pure electric car, and it's just this whoosh of feeling, and you're gone. But you don't really feel quite nervous about it. Whereas when you hear a lot of noise from the car, then it's like, whoa, we're paying attention now. It's actually very stable on the road. I can feel the weight difference in the car from the 1.2. There's much more weight on the back of it because there's another motor back there, which is quite heavy. Anyway, thanks for watching. Thanks for subscribing and all that sort of stuff. Hopefully I'll have you kept around the place. Lovely stuff coming for the channel. Loads of plans for this year, for the latter half of this year, with COVID restrictions ending, I hope, at some point. Shouldn't be too far away, I think. I know there's a rise in cases and stuff, but sure, I think we'll have to learn to live with COVID, like, eventually, lads. I think we just had to make an old decision there and go with it, and that's the end of it. But we'll get through it. I do have a number of international trips coming up. I'll be in Poland, I'll be in Spain, I'll be in Spain again, and I think we're going somewhere else. I can't remember where. It'll be good. But anyway, thanks for subscribing, and I hope I've entertained you long enough that you can enjoy the rest of your day. Thank you very much for watching, and until the next time, I'll see you on the far side of the sport mode. I wish everyone just get out of the way so I could go and act the bollocks. Like, do not understand, I'm a journalist, I need my own lane here.